Hey, you two, this is Rex City. I'm James.
I'm Rose.
Hi, Nikki.
And what show is this?
This is Akudama Drive, episode 3, I think.
OMG!
Last time, Cat is still catting.
And we had a big fight with executioners.
Yes.
Brawl is still brawling.
Yeah, we got everybody surviving.
Surviving still survives.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad to finally meet the executioners. I say finally, but just basically that thing that's going to be pushing back the whole time.
Yeah.
'Cause these guys
Yes.
seemed unstoppable.
Yes.
Very.
I'm happy that there's a force that exists that's
Yeah.
fighting against them.
Because of these guys.
Yes.
Oh, living in this world would just be terrifying.
Yeah, at the same time, I don't know, it's one of those things where, sometimes someone reads history or they play a game and you always assume you'd be the cool person in that time period. But this world seems ripe with opportunity if you have the skills.
Yes. This
Yeah.
is true.
They're exciting.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get more excitement in this episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. Let's get right into the show.
Cabaret.
I'm sorry, my inexperience holds.
No excuse can pardon our failure.
Yes.
I'll let you down next time.
See that you don't. An executioner is
Oh,
about
you're
duty to rid
scary.
society of the dregs. And to work together, but rarely so many of this caliber.
Caliber.
Going to need.
We were able to recover some useful information in the hotel.
Bad cat.
What was that?
Failed. Failed with the technology side. Haku would have done better.
I can do 100 in a second.
You know I'm not about to lose to you!
Summarize, we've only got 20 minutes to infiltrate the station, board the Shinkansen, and then steal the vault.
What? 20 minutes? Is that even possible?
Yeah, piece of cake. Stay out of my way and we'll be good.
Don't you worry about the others, bro. I can keep them wrangled for you.
My guy knows what's up.
The confidence.
Can we get in through the trash?
Confidence incredible.
While that would be ideal, an electromagnetic barrier blocks the way. So that's impossible. To call it, both buttons must be pressed at the exact same time.
Whoa.
One of them's upstairs, while the other one is in the basement. Oh man, talk about a tricky setup.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
I didn't expect it to be near impossible or anything.
She's really trying to lean into this. She's just trying to survive.
To get aboard the Shinkansen, Hacker will need to modify his shipping crate's registration and climb inside.
Oh.
Okay.
So it doesn't get
Select the crate as a piece of
incinerated.
cargo, and once inside, he turns off the plasma shield. Security inside is a mystery. Not even I know what awaits you.
Oh dear.
You were saying it could be even more dangerous than what we've already done? Shinkansen is the only way of reaching Kanto. We may be faced with obstacles beyond our imagination.
What?
Yeah. Whatever kind of guards they got, I'll bulldoze right through. Hell, the stronger the better.
One problem with that.
Oh.
The moment there are any
What's happening?
vials, the alarm will sound.
Oh.
That's devastated.
Why you going to such a boring place?
Let your roll, brother. I've heard some crazy rumors. They say Kansai Station houses a guard as strong as a demon.
Now we're talking. Never mind.
This one just knows how to handle him. My goodness.
A human guard will be standing at the front gate. The seal he carries is our key inside. And that's why I am assigning this job to you, swindler.
You're not the usual lady, are you?
Yeah, she came down with something. So I'm covering.
Okay.
Oh, is that so? Tell her to get well soon, Floor.
I'll let her know.
Just
I'm
staring.
sure she'll appreciate your concern.
The coast is clear for now, but we can't afford to screw around.
Is she just on her phone? Just chilling?
This is way fancy for a place
The rebellion.
That's because Kansai Station is operated by Kanto. I've heard Kanto is a flawless utopia and that any other place pales in comparison to it. One of these days I'm gonna see it for myself and get out of the scrap heap for good.
Guys,
Bro, I can't even take it.
You're so slow, Swindler. What are you doing down there? Are you seriously pretending you're out of shape? Come on, I'm not calling for any more of your Swindler tricks. You've been quite in charge.
the only way. Remember what Mr. Kitty said?
Mr.
We
Kitty.
have to use the power of teamwork to get those buttons pressed. Hacker, lend me a fine drum.
Nope.
Is this the place?
What's that red thing?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Not yet.
All that's left is...
It's red!
Whoa.
Oh.
What was that?
What's the matter, Mr. Cutthroat?
Whoa.
Figures. Looks like pushing that thing won't be an easy task.
Wow.
That's some technology right there.
Oh, that's how they figured it out over here. You just bumped
It's
into
like
it.
it's nothing. This is it, right? The car with demon strength you were telling me all about, huh?
Oh yeah, it's totally broke.
Yeah.
Fantastic, but I'll let you try first, huh?
Let's go!
Boys.
He's like a child.
Oh my god.
It's incredible.
Guess who found this thing's weak point? Hey, we gotta put a barrier on this part. You are a worthy foe, but the strongest always wins. And that's me!
Too bad we don't have one of those downstairs. By one of those, I mean a brawler.
Okay, what?
Oh. Oh.
It's working! Don't stop now! We've got 1 minute left! Keep going!
If that's your wish, my angel.
He has a lot of them.
Yeah, it just keeps pulling out of nowhere.
They're all unique too, notice?
Awesome, we've still got 30 seconds to go. I'll give you the countdown so we can time the last throw, okay?
My knives.
Yep, your knives.
I kind of threw them all already.
It's like that was the last one.
Throw her.
Just one more spot!
10 seconds and counting.
I don't care what you say, I'm borrowing the
This is fine now.
Baseball go.
Whoa.
3 seconds remain.
His face.
What do you know? Somehow these guys pulled it off.
Of course, the hoodlum and the twiddler.
Obviously didn't screw up.
Let's get back on track and get inside the thing already.
Yeah, you're right. You heard her, Mr. Hoodlum? You're up.
Oh yeah, that's right. What's this? What is this?
These voice actors are great.
And with that, our invasion will be complete.
The fate of the plan rests with me. This finger, I control the destiny.
Don't push this right!
Coil. Oh.
Oh.
It was an EMP. You're up, Courier.
That's right.
Man, it really just getting to
Uh-oh. Set off the emergency light.
Look at how pretty everyone lights are. Urge also cut off my power. In
Uh-oh.
other words, I didn't get a chance to modify all the data.
it. Oh.
So that means...
If I get in the box and go
You're
through,
dead.
the security system will turn me into dust.
Seriously? And the courier's almost here!
I modified all the values except for the weight. The original cargo has a heavier mass than I do, so I won't clear the checkpoint. If we can find someone who's lighter than me,
Lighter.
Oh.
I don't want to pry, but who exactly does that mean?
You, Swindler.
Me! I volunteer!
Okay. Why is she so...
Is that you weigh less than me?
Only jerks ask girls their weight. Learn some manners!
Why are you still wearing your backpack?
Oh, right. Of course. And why is she just so into this? I can't get over it.
I mean, is this
Well, right now she's
her death,
watching
I guess.
yeah, that and Courier might die.
Oh.
So she's like, somebody's gonna die. I gotta go.
You're good.
Okay.
Found it!
Alright.
Wow.
Wow. He just went for it.
Oh, yeah. He was like fully trusting. Fully trusting.
You have no idea.
And we're back.
Okay.
Train was hijacked? This is Kansai Station!
I didn't account for the Shinkansen departing, but at least we've cleared the first hurdles.
Huh?
And now,
What?
Well, they were
challenge can begin.
banking on 20 minutes,
Yeah.
so they just wanted cargo.
Alright, let's go. What the hell?
Raw music, man. I was ready for...
Discussion.
Discussion. So, it happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Made it in.
I'm surprised it happened as smoothly as it did.
Or as fast.
That's fast.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna like build up to this so much longer. It's because we're coming off shows like Hunter x Hunter, where we feel like, we got a while to build up to this, and then we'll spend about 3 episodes going through 30 seconds. You know.
I'm even kind of just used to heist movies in general. Like half the first of a heist movie is the prep and finding the people.
Yes.
And then there's the execution, the inevitable something went wrong, and then you fix it at the end.
Yes.
So for all of it to go down in one episode, it's like, oh, so this is a crew. We're gonna see this happen again and again.
Yes. I was kind of thinking that as we were going through the episodes, like, technically this is only phase 2. They shouldn't take too long on this. I wouldn't like for them to take too long on this, and they didn't. I was happy. Yes, we are in. Now we are into, kind of like phase 2.5, because we still have to complete the mission and live.
Cargo.
Getting cargo. That's the end goal.
Yeah, but I think getting this far, I don't think the cat probably even saw that coming.
Really?
Yeah, he said no Akudama has completed phase 2.
Well, completed, he did say, but I doubt they've even come this far successfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd imagine the train would have more tech or more wary guards.
That, not just that, but also he says nobody knows the inside, the security, so he's never been on the inside.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they've never gotten to the point where they can actually shut down the place.
Yeah.
They just got to the shields, and he had no plan to help them out.
No.
There, I guess he was like, figure it out,
basically.
Neat. Kills them all.
Neat.
Next group.
I think that's the benefit right now of having Swindler. We see Swindler actually being beneficial, like very critical, twice now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's linchpinned this twice.
Yes, and I'm surprised the way it happened wasn't accidental.
She thought about it.
She thought about it, and she's like, okay, I have to do this, and she did things, which I was happy to see. As opposed to Hoodlum, who just like face planted.
Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna burn this. I don't care what you say.
Yes. Actually, good throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow she's the only one who thought she'd be the lightest one here. It's like, no, it would be me. It's like, really? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, nobody else thought about it.
He seems smaller than her.
True. That's why he was questioning it.
More.
He was questioning. He was like, you are lighter than me? It's like, don't ask if you're
It's that bone density. But we also right in the very beginning, we learned that the executioners have a boss lady who is in a room they call the cabaret.
I didn't catch that.
I think that's what it said. At the top,
I think it said that's what it said.
And so she was just disappointed that it didn't go well, but she's also like, this is also probably the most dangerous group we've ever seen.
We've never seen this level of Akudama's band together.
Yes, you should probably get back up. And he's like, no, we won't. We're gonna do it ourselves.
That's what he sounds like, apparently.
Why?
Because plot.
I guess because plot, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It was just my wrong impression, I guess. Last time it seemed like he's just somebody who gets it done when he was dealing with the people, and like his subordinate was the one who was trying to like get his attention, or I don't know, more show-offy a little bit. But then in this, it's like you want to do it on your own.
Yeah.
If you just want to get it done, you would take a team with you. You wouldn't care about the glory.
That's true.
My guess is that it's like the executioners, since they have to be so elite at their job, they take like might be super prideful about it.
Yeah, that's probably true. And we see that they usually run in groups of 2. So if they have to run in a larger group, it's almost like admitting weakness compared to the others. Like maybe they don't want to admit that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so we got that, then we got the breakdown of what to do. So I did notice that this show has a tendency to double explain. It'll do a big, long explanation, and then it'll make it more concise, and then they'll do it. And even once they were doing it, as they were doing it, they were telling us what they were doing.
Again.
And again.
Yes, that's true. And
then you have the little shorts with the cartoons telling us about stuff that we mostly could have gathered.
We could have figured out,
Like, we didn't really need to know that sometimes they deployed them on stealth missions, like, sure, probably, stuff like that. So I'm guessing that they understand that this is a lot to take in, and so they need to get everybody on board, especially because this is not from a manga. This is the first time people will be seeing it ever. You need to get them all to understand it immediately.
That's true. If you think about it that way, that makes sense. Because if it was coming from a manga, you would have people, for example, in the comments explaining, well, you'd understand this scene better if you, based on this that happened in the manga, but nobody has that. So they kind of have to give a extra lowdown, and then, by the way, you remember what we said last episode? I'll say it again. But personally, I feel like, even though that might be true, I feel like they still could have done without it. because I think it would have made it even maybe a little more enjoyable to just kind of ponder and pontificate and think maybe this is true. Oh, this could be true, and that would have made it more enjoyable as a show. I think about shows that kind of leave things up to your imagination. Leave the world up to your imagination, not completely, but a lot. Like it leaves you asking questions. Oh, I wonder what this is really like, and this is like. It's kind of can add to the enjoyment.
Leaves room for headcanon.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me that much, surprisingly. Like I only realized it after you said it.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, this show, it reminds me, I said in the first episode, it reminded me a lot of Danganronpa, but also Baccano. And I think that's something that Baccano did really well. It would explain things. It would give you just enough where you could either understand or piece it together. But there were a lot of things left up in the air.
And that adds to the charm.
Yeah, it adds to the charm.
But still, I did not enjoy it. It didn't bother me. It was just there.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're doing that.
It didn't bother me either. It was just something I noticed.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about Baccano now.
And then we see during the re-explanation of what we're gonna do, and then further detailed explanation of what we're gonna do, we have what's her name, Swindler, kind of sitting on the outside of the building, thinking, "How did I get here?" And the entire audience is wondering the same thing. Like, how did you get here, Swindler?
How did you get yourself here?
So she's trying to push, like, yeah, I'm the Swindler. I guess otherwise she'll get killed. I'm pretty sure the cat knows she's not anything important or even what she says she is. But I feel like after a while, people might actually start to question, maybe she really is a Swindler.
Yeah, I think this comes naturally to her, and maybe that's something the cat's learned over time, is that some people are just special and they can walk the walk.
Yeah.
And he noticed that since she survived to this point, she can probably do it.
Yes.
And the hoodlum, like, the hoodlum has a record. He can look him up and know that this guy is not what he says he is.
Yeah.
But he took him along anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And also, even though Hoodlum is a little more silly and has taken the comedic relief route, he still knows how to survive. Like, he's just attached himself to the strongest person.
He knows what to do.
Yeah, he figured it out, and the trainer was like, yes, he's simple.
Yeah, and they've just been going back and forth the whole time. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Like how smoothly he's like, I hear there's like a demon strength guard in there. And the guy just goes with it.
Just accepts that it's probably the skate.
Yeah, the skate is it. Oh my god.
He's like, this is what you were talking about. Yeah. Sorry,
you go.
What's her name? Swindler also trying to get what's his name to give her a drone so she can fly.
So she can not walk up a million stairs.
And then she stole it anyway and destroyed it.
Yeah, she's burning a little bit of the goodwill she had with Hacker, who was impressed with her at first. Like, little by little, he's just getting annoyed at her.
Even Cutthroat, just like he's sad about his knives. He's like, oh, my knife. But the other thing that I thought was very interesting, Courier is quite he's very committed. Like, he was driving into that, like, fully trusting. Like, even the cat pointed it out. Like, he was like, I'm just gonna do my part. And the cat was like, oh, so you think they're gonna do this? Like, he just fully committed to that. They're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do my part.
I think that's not even a consideration for him. He's like, I'm just doing my part.
Like, he'll just die.
Yes. He will ram straight into that wall if it doesn't open.
Okay.
When you said this is what I belong,
where I belong.
Yeah. I do think it's probably, this is all he's ever known to do, and he doesn't really necessarily find meaning in it. It's just what he does. Probably something like that.
Maybe.
And it reminds me a lot of, the Transporter movies. Like, sometimes he'd take a job, it seems impossible, but because he accepted it, even if the situation changed, he will do it no matter what.
Yeah. Yes. He is the transporter.
Yeah, he is a job.
Yes. That's true. The only thing I have is I'm just surprised. Well, I was surprised that Swindler is just so amped up about everything. Yeah. Like, if it were me and I was playing a role, I'd give myself away so many times. Like, I don't want to be here,
Starts crying in the corner.
Yeah. Instead, she's like, why do we have to get this to work? It has to work. She's just in it. She's like, this has to work. Come on, Payball. She's like, she's committed but can't do anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is true.
I was just very, like, taken by that.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very endearing. For the first episode, I wasn't sure how much I'd like her as a main character, but as it goes on, it's like, all right, she's
not bad.
She's trying.
Yeah.
I think it's because characters like this usually, when they're strung along into a situation, they're dragging their feet the whole time.
Yeah.
But she's just like
gung ho.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in it.
Which I didn't expect.
Make it work.
I think that's what it is. I didn't expect that because that's not the trope they use usually, and they did something completely different. It's cool, and what I'm also happy, which I said earlier, is that she actually did things on purpose that helped.
Yeah, she didn't fall into into the knife and face plant like a hoodlum.
Yeah,
and then get all the knives to go.
Or like we were saying, throw me. She gets thrown at the knife. Yeah. Somehow she's just hard as a rock. It doesn't break. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a really well-made character so far, because even though she has done those things, which was very good, she embarrassed herself at the meeting. She doesn't know to come up with a good plan, and she's horribly out of shape compared to everyone else. It's like there's a lot of drawbacks to her character, but it works.
It works, yes. But yeah, that's all I've got.
Me too.
Same. So now we're in the cargo thing.
Yes.
And the train has taken off.
Yes.
And that was not part of Kat's plan.
No, Kat's like, oh, well, next phase, I guess.
Yeah.
They cannot be on that train once it pulls into the next one.
No.
Because remember, it burns off and you want the cargo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And I know he's hacked it now, but I'm imagining they're going to do a second scan.
Yeah, especially now that they know something happened from this end, they can send word.
Yeah.
So they have like literally however long it takes this train to get to Kanto.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get to Kanto in the next episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button, remember to hit the subscribe button, also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes, and also check out the description to the link to our merch store.
Bye-bye.
See you in the city. Bye. Oh, bye.
A shout out to our patrons: Brian, Deli, Alfredo Jimenez, Nicole Jones, and Michaela Jones.